And I had done something like 11 hours, and I was just, I was so weak going to Los Angeles from London, I had bought the ticket for 12:30 or something like that. And it got delayed, the flight got delayed, it went after 1, and I had to complete the fast because it was after Dhuhr. And it wouldn't end. So something like 27 hours or something I had to. But if you're going the other way, it opens earlier. If you go towards east, and I've done that as well, I was going to Dubai, very quickly it opened within half an hour. And that fast is valid. So just remember, the prayers also become shortened faster. After 14 miles from the boundary of the city, you start counting 14 miles, and basically you have to do shorter prayers. Dhuhr, Asr and Isha become, the 4 rakat prayers become 2 rakats. And the fast, if you traveled before Dhuhr, finishes. But after Dhuhr, you have to complete it. Did I make myself clear? These are the verses from the Holy Quran. Surah number 2, verse number 187. 187, yes. Well, not just one verse, all of those verses that talk about the fasting. So if you wanted to read, it's a series of verses.
Maulana, when we do Umrah or Hajj,
yes.
I know for a fact that Shias, the way we wear our ihram is kind of slightly different to our Sunni brothers. Why is that?
Okay, Hassan. Both have 2 clothing. You can't wear anything underneath it. Okay? Cover from the belly button to just below the knees. It is wajib, both Shias and Sunnis. But the upper part, our Sunni brothers say that you can take out your arm, like at the moment I am. For example, you would cover yourself like this and leave an arm out. You can do that. But in the Shias, you can't do that. An arm is regarded as a part of upper body, and it is wajib to cover your upper body from women. So you have to cover like this. Like how they wear a chador or something like that. So you have to cover both arms. You can't leave an arm out. It is not permissible. Not that it is discouraged or something. No, it is not. The arm and shoulders are regarded as upper body for men, and they have to cover it from women. So both of the arms and chest and tummy and the back has to be covered from women. Wajib. Yes.
Just one question. If you're working, say you're a taxi driver or you're a salesperson and you go out of town, your salat and your fasting is complete, so you have to keep. Is that right?
Okay, good question. Did you all understand? A person who is a salesperson or a person, basically the hadith says kathirus safar, a person whose job is to travel. Like in olden days they had people who used to, what do you call them? Drive ship. The ships they would take from one port to another, and the people who were, travelers, they are regarded as kathirus safar. Kathirus safar, anyone who travels 3 days or more in a week, he is regarded as who travels too much, and they have to fast at all times, and they can't have shorter prayers. They have to do full prayers, and they have to fast even when they're traveling. However, if they travel outside their job, then the rulings change again. Okay? So for their job, if they're traveling 3 times a week or more, every week, then they cannot break their fast. They have to fast all the time, and also their prayers will not be shortened. They have to do full prayers. Did everyone understand that?
So what's that to get to Los Angeles?
My traveling is not excessive. I travel, yes. In fact, for the past 2 years, I was traveling something like 5-6 months a year. Some Shia fuqaha presently believe that even if you're not traveling 3 times a week, but if you're doing 4 months in a year, that is 1/3 of the year you're traveling. And I was traveling something like 5-6 months a year. So I had to fast at all times and I had to do full prayers. But I have now intended not to, but I can't control it at the moment. I'm trying my best to contain my traveling, inshallah. See, however, if you're staying somewhere for 10 days or more, you're traveling, but you reach your destination and you stay there for 10 days or more. 10 days or more, then you can't break your fast. And you will fast for those 10 days and you will do full prayers. If your destination where you get to is, your stay there is for less than 10 days, even for 9.5 days, then you have to do shortened prayers and you cannot fast. They are not that complicated. If you read on, inshallah, they come, inshallah.
going back to the madhab, the schools of thought, Imam Jafar was accepted to be the first Imam or the originator of the schools of thought in Islam. And then the four Sunni schools originated from Imam Jafar. Now can you just clarify, maybe I'm wrong here, but was Imam Jafar the great-great-grandson of Abu Bakr Siddiq? Is that true? Or,
okay.
And if that is true, why is there, how can we justify having two?
Good question. Before I answer that question, just a little bit point. When we say that we are Jafaris, we follow the fiqh of Imam Jafar Sadiq. It is not that fiqh Jafar is different to that of Ali ibn Abi Talib or Imam Hassan or Imam Hussain or Imam Baqir or his sons Imam Raza or Imam Shaqalim. No. It is only and only in the time when the people were legislating their own fiqhs, they said his school of thought is Jafari and we are Hanafi or Maliki. And that's why it became Jafari. And that's why we became famous of being called Jafari. Otherwise, Jafari is not like the other schools of thought. Okay? It is not like the other schools of thought. We don't regard it as a school of thought like Imam Abu Hanifa or Imam Malik. Imam Malik and Imam Abu Hanifa are both students of Imam Sadiq al-Islam. Imam Abu Hanifa studied 2 years under Imam Sadiq, and he said, Lawla Sanatan Lahalaka Nu'man. His name was Nu'man ibn Thabit. His kunniyat is Abu Hanifa. He said, had it not been for the 2 years that I studied under Imam Sadiq al-Islam, I would have been destroyed. Everything I have is though for those 2 years that I studied under Imam Sadiq. Imam Malik studied for several years. Some say 7 years or more under Imam Sadiq al-Islam. Imam Malik's student is Imam Shafi'i. So he's an indirect student of Imam Sadiq. And Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal is a student of Imam Shafi'i. So they're all directly or indirectly students of Imam Sadiq al-Islam. Number one. Number two, Imam Jafar Sadiq's mother is Hazrat Farwa. She was the daughter of Qasim. Qasim is the son of Muhammad. And his father is Abu Bakr. So Imam Sadiq's mother was the granddaughter of Hazrat Bakr's son. Did you all understand that? Did I confuse you? Okay. Hazrat Abu Bakr's son, Muhammad ibn Abi Bakr. His grandson is basically Imam Sadiq's Nana, basically. Okay? If you don't know what Nana is, grandfather, from this mother's side, maternal grandfather. Now, Hazrat Muhammad ibn Abi Bakr was brought up by Imam Ali alayhi salam. His mother is Hazrat Asma bint Umais. Asma bint Umais was originally the wife of Hazrat Jafar Tayyar, the older brother of Imam Ali alayhi salam, who became Shaheed in Jang Mawta. And after she became his widow, she married Hazrat Abu Bakr. And when he died, she had 2 children from him, Muhammad ibn Abi Bakr and Kulthum, for whom Hazrat Umar had proposed. And the Sunnis think that he had proposed for Hazrat Fatma's daughter, Kulthum. They both have the same name, but she was the daughter of Hazrat Abu Bakr. Now, after her husband Abu Bakr died, she married Ali ibn Abi Talib. Hazrat Asma married Hazrat Ali ibn Abi Talib. Okay? So she had a son from him as well. But now, they were brought up, Muhammad ibn Bakr and Kulthum were brought up by Imam Ali alayhi salam. So they were in favor of Ali ibn Abi Talib all the time. Even in the battle of Jamal, when Imam Ali alayhi salam and Hazrat Aisha are fighting each other, Muhammad ibn Abi Bakr supported Ali ibn Abi Talib because he was a true follower of Ahlul Bayt, very strongly connected to Ahlul Bayt. In fact, so much so that people actually questioned him and said to him that, are you going to oppose your own father, Abu Bakr, because you support Ali? So he came crying to Imam Ali Islam when he was a young child. He said, Ya Ali, people are now, they say to me that your father you don't support and you support Ali. So what do I say to them? He said, say to the people that I was born of Abu Bakr, but my father is Ali ibn Abi Talib. He is my spiritual father. I am your father, and on the day of judgment I will take you with me to the paradise, because you have strongly been connected with me all the time. So he has always supported Ahlul Bayt and Imam Ali, Imam Hassan, Imam Hussain. Muawiyah killed him and burnt him because he loved Ali ibn Abi Talib. Imam Ali had made him the governor of Egypt. When he was sent to Egypt, Muawiyah sent an army who killed him, sewed him up in the skin of the donkey and burnt him. So he doesn't have a grave. Imam Ali cried for him. He strongly felt that he is my son. And Ahlul Bayt always loved him very much. When Imam Ali had married his sons off, Imam Hassan and Imam Hussain, he married them off to 3 sisters. One sister was married to Imam Hassan, the other sister was married to Imam Hussain, and the third sister was married to Muhammad ibn Abi